changed our fish tank around. We've put all of the little town, as we call it, at this end, near the bubblers and near the fan, because that pushes the leaves down the other end, and the leaves up the top here. And the leaves up there gives a sense of security to the silver dollars, and they like to hang out down this end under the leaves. So when the town was down there, it meant that they were sort of squashed in between the town and the leaves. And the town's whole purpose is to give a little hiding spot for all the little fish, and especially for when they're breeding. So it sort of defeated the purpose for it to be that way. So we've switched it around the other way tonight, and that also needed to be cleared out, because of course when you've got that much stuff like that, it gets a lot of build up in there, so every now and then you have to clear it all out. So it's had a good clean. We've put some fresh new gravel in here as well, and added 2 new fish, the butterfly Bolivian rams. We've settled in beautifully, and so that's how it looks now. So eventually the long-term plan is to just have in here the silver dollars, the Bolivian rams, and more of those. And these little fellows you can see right in front of you now, these are the dwarf neon rainbow fish, more of those. And those 3 will get along really well and hopefully breed. And probably have a pleco in here as well for cleaning. And then in the other tank, which is the 4-foot tank, in that one we'll probably just have bristle noses, not bristle noses, cories, the pepper cories, and we'll breed those as well. So because we're doing really well with the tank, like they're breeding already in here, and this is, you know, not set up for breeding in a way that you would expect the babies to be eaten. So we're pretty lucky that the platies and the cories are already breeding. And although I really love the platies, the problem is you can't have a lot of fish all breeding in the same tank and expect them to survive or not to crossbreed. So we really have to separate out one type of the cories, and we've chosen the pepper cories into the other tank, and have them and breed in there. And if you want to breed, really need to, like the platies, we'd have to do that in another tank again. So depends how many tanks we want to care for and maintain, and yeah. But the dwarf neon rainbow fish, they are already an endangered species in the wild. And they're only really just starting to become more popular in terms of being a hobby fish. So we think we would like to breed those. And with the silver dollars, we've been really lucky in terms of getting the stripy ones. They're not as common here. So if we can breed those, that would be great as well. So that's sort of the longer term plan at the moment. But right now we're enjoying the community tank as it is, so it's a bit hard to give it up, you know, because there are lots of little fish in there that we love watching. And of course you have to be careful what you put in, what's going to survive with each other, and what the longer term goal is. So until the silver dollars get bigger, because they will grow quite a bit bigger than they are currently, that's the plan. We had sort of looked at a few different ideas with fish, but we think that's going to be the best working combination for what we've got at the moment. And you know, later on we might change our mind and move to cichlids. We'll see how that goes, and maybe even one day it would be lovely to have a saltwater tank, but that's a whole new expense that that's a lot of money to set that up. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. So that's it for now. Murphy and I are here chilling out before bed. Usually I turn it on to these colours just before bed because it's super relaxing. Murphy's laying here with me on the couch, probably can't see them. But the new fish have settled in beautifully. You can see them. Where are they? Yeah, they're eating down there already. There's one just in there. The little butterfly Bolivian rams, and they're just so pretty. If you Google them, you'll actually see the colour that they are once they're settled in and feeling good. They have actually quite bright colours, unlike what you've seen at the moment with just they have a soft pink tinge to their fins and tail at the moment, but actually it's like a hot pink and bright yellow along the white with them, and they have those beautiful sail-like fins and tail, so I'm really enjoying them. Unlike the little tetras that are sort of more shorter fins, these are really, really, really pretty, so that appeals to me. And the cories are always fun. I'm looking forward to having a tank full of cories too, because they're pretty funny actually. They're characters, they sleep at funny angles, and these little albino ones, they do the zoomies. They are, the albinos are just an albino version of the copper cory. But what's interesting is they act quite differently, and I presume it's a genetic thing, but they seem to have a need for more oxygen, and they tend to do these quick darts to the surface for air, and a quick run up and gasp of air and come it down again. I kind of thought for a while maybe it would be a genetic sort of like a protective behaviour that they've learnt, because being near the surface, being a white fish, I'm sure you'd get plucked out by a bird pretty fast. Yeah, so they're interesting, they're different. And Pirate, there he goes again. He's at speed around the tank, banging into the other fish, and he's at it again. He's pretty funny, and he never was like this before this tank, so I'm not sure why, but he's turned into a real character. He's a bit fun to have. So he just swims around in circles around the tank really fast with his little tail going, and then boops the big fish, just kind of headbutts them and then keeps going. Pretty funny. Alright, there we go, and there's Mama Cory. She's nice and big and pregnant. You can tell, there she is there. Try and keep an eye on her. Anyway, I hope that's nice and relaxing for you, Katriana. I know you love the fishies and the blue light, so something to put you to sleep tonight, and hopefully a bit of inspiration for you, Mia, to get back into your fish and get your new tank started. And I'll give you some more updates when we have something more to show you. Oops, there's Mama again. There she is, swimming around. They get really active at night, and when it's in this kind of thing they come out more, so it is fun to watch. But yeah, this little hideaway for them here gives them lots of places to go. There's a bristle nose on the edge here, cleaning the edge of the glass. If I come around the side here, you'll be able to see him. And you can see all these lovely bubbles that we've got from a bubbler that's across the width of the tank across here. It goes all the way across. And there's another bristle nose here. It's a bit too dark for you to see, I think. There we go. Leave you with that for tonight. Good night, people.